we now know almost enough to write a real meaningful program. We have the ability to write to files. We have the ability to read in from files. We have many different data structures. This last one that I'm going to show you from Chapter 9 is how to serialize data. So we're basically using .dat files, and to work with them, we will pickle or unpickle them, sort of like compressing and decompressing a file. So this has to be imported. We will import pickle so that we can use it. And then it's going to be used working with a file. So we'll have something like an in file, open address.dat.rb. This should look familiar because when we were working with text files, we could write, append, or read. We can do the same things here, except you'll notice it's RB, read binary, WB, write binary. So we're converting this into binary code for the computer to read rather than something that people could read in a text file. So typically what's going to happen is you will work until you reach the end of a file. So I usually use EOF, end of file, and we're going to initialize it to false. While not false, try will have address pickle.load in file. It will load the next line. And then if there's an error, an EOF error, end of file error, we'll set end of file to true. To do it the opposite way, you would typically be using some sort of list or tuple or list of dictionaries, some sort of large amount of data. You would open the file, you would write the file, pickle the file, close the file. So this we're going to be working with a lot, and we'll get into more detail about it in the future, because what we have coming up soon is where we're going to do in this chapter a CRUD application. Create, read, update, delete, where we get information from our users working with a menu, and we have different functions that we call, and we will open our file to see if something's there. If there is, we read it in. If it doesn't exist, we can create it by doing a WB, write binary. So we can check to see if it exists. If it doesn't, we can write it. We can make changes to that list and then write it out at the end. So we read everything in the beginning, do all of our changes, write it back out to the file. So it lets us do some significant and meaningful programming where we're working with permanent storage.